Okay, so like I mentioned about dating, I do think, yeah, there have been occasions, like a friend of mine was telling me that, like, this guy followed her into her job, asking, like asking the front desk, like, oh, can you go get her? She's like, I don't know this guy, and then supposedly, like I said, well, in a previous video, I was saying how, race, ethnicity plays this interesting role in dating and everything else. And like I said, I haven't dated anybody here, and I'm really just kind of witnessing, not just for me, but just in general, like how these things are working. So supposedly, like I said, there's a small African community, a lot of people, maybe not a lot, but some people from Nigeria, Ghana, mostly Central Africa though. And a lot of these men are married to Indonesian women, also have a wife back in Africa, but then yet still trying to play the field over here. I'm not saying all Africans, but it is kind of like word on the street that I was warned about, when I got here. And then supposedly sometimes, like, they'll ask for your phone number, and then they'll circulate your phone number amongst their little group. So this happened to one of my friends, and then it's like she had all these different guys calling her, and she, didn't even go out with any of them. It's just like she just happened to give one guy her phone number because he was being all persistent. So glad she told me about that, because I'm not giving my phone number to anybody. And like I said, I did have an incident where I was walking, and then it was like a bunch of these African guys were sitting on the steps of this apartment complex. This was over like 2 months ago when I first got here. And I was going to dinner, and I just happened to like walk past them, and I was like, oh boy. Sure enough, they send one guy. I mean, this happens everywhere in the world, and on some level, with men and everything. Sends this one guy who then, this part's kind of weird though, follows me into the restaurant. He says, where are you from? What's your name? And everything. And I just said, I'm sorry, I'm married. Again, that's not always a deterrent here either. I said, excuse me, I'm married. This is uncomfortable. And then I just went back to what I was doing. And he stood there, for about another 30 seconds, and I just, looked through my menu and everything, and then he walked out. But I think the main thing is you cannot give an inch, because then it's kind of like a green light. So that's probably like the best lesson and everything. So I try and carry around my fake wedding ring. I know it may not really look like a wedding ring or a wedding band, I don't know. But I remember I got this, I don't even know where I got this from, but I used to, when I first went to Europe, particularly Italy, even though I love Italy, but Italian men, you guys are special. But when I first went to Rome, I was told it wouldn't hurt to have a fake travel wedding ring. So